Everyone thinks the secret to great videos is the script. Better wording, better hooks, better AI prompts. But I've seen it firsthand. Two people can say literally the exact same words and have completely different results. Why? Vocal delivery. And in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can improve yours so you can boost your results with your videos. Look, when everyone has the exact same viral templates and AI scripts, your voice, your presence, is the only differentiating factor. If you master your vocal delivery, you don't just get views, you get authority. Think about it. AI has completely changed how people come across on camera and how they attract the people that they want into their world. We've now moved into the human-only delivery era, where viewers are actually actively looking for non-AI content that they can connect with and relate to, people they can actually trust. The perfect example of this, it's an age-old marketing trick.
Sell me this pen.
Sell me this pen.
Sell me this pen.
Sell me this pen.
It's a simple line, and look how many creators have used it over time. They don't all have the same results though. One creator posted it and got 16,000 views. Another got 16 million. Nothing about the script changed. The difference was just pacing, tone, and presence. There is a scientific reason for this. Your brain processes tone, facial movement, and body language faster than it processes language. So the first thing a viewer judges is not the message, it's the person delivering the message. Are you credible? Do I like you? Can I believe you? If the answer is no, the brain moves on. All right, so let's talk about how you can work on your presence so that you don't fall into this trap. First, let's talk about your hooks, which is really the most important part of your video. If people can't get past the first few seconds, they are not going to listen to the great things that you've worked so hard to say later in your video. Hook delivery works through a psychological process called pre-attentive processing. First, the viewer's brain detects a pattern interrupt, sudden moves, sounds, or engaging visuals. Second, the amygdala checks for emotional safety. Do you look confident or scared? Do you look comforting? Do you look like someone they can trust? And third, the curiosity gap is formed. If your delivery of a hook that sparks this kind of curiosity actually gets them into the video, their brain is going to want to stick around for the answer. Okay, what do they have to say about this? This all happens before the viewer has even processed your first few words. One of the biggest shifts that you can make is learning how to be still. And this one's hard because if people decide in 1.8 seconds, that could literally be the difference between them clicking away or sticking around. I'm not saying you should start your video with silence, but don't be afraid of injecting strategic silence into your videos. When you make a powerful claim or statement, pause. Let it land. Make eye contact with the camera the way you would in real life if you're telling someone the same thing. This instantly boosts the impact of what you're saying. Vocal stillness and strategic pauses can actually increase your perceived authority by 40%. Think about a teacher quieting a room of kids by not saying anything at all, just using their eyes, like that whole, right? Your stillness is just as powerful as the words that you're saying. I call this the authority pause. It's not just about pausing and not talking. It's about varying the speed with which you speak, the volume with which you speak. These are such important tools in public speaking because if you speak really quickly and then you slow down, you see how that caught your attention in a different way than if I had said it this way. You speak really quickly and then you slow down. Same words, different delivery. Which one did you find more compelling? Let me know in the comments. It boosts your confidence, your perceived credibility, and your authority because you are literally commanding the lens the way you would command a room in real life. The biggest shift I teach people is this. Stop trying to perform. Talk like you would speak in real life, but, and this is the big caveat because that might sound like a contradiction. You're telling me to deliberately speed up and slow down and pause and all this stuff, but that's maybe not how you talk in real life. Well, the secret is to pump up your natural way of speaking by about 20%. Now, this is not scientific, but if you normally would say something like this, then you roll your shoulders back, you take a deep breath, and from your diaphragm, you say it like this. Do you see the difference? You normally say it like this, or you say it like this. It's not like I'm acting, I'm just delivering in a more energetic way. The other thing you have to keep in mind here is that you need to mirror the emotion or the vibe or the mood of what you're trying to say. If you're talking about something really deep and serious, you're not going to come on there and be super peppy. But if you're talking about something that's exciting, you're not going to talk about it like this because that's going to bore me to death and make me click away. Here's another trick you can use to really command authority, especially when you're asking certain questions. Try varying the intonation of the question. Do you want to buy this pen? Or do you want to buy this pen? Did you see the difference there? One had a lot more authority, the one where I downshifted my voice. Why? Because it had more certainty and confidence. When you go up at the end of a sentence, it makes you sound unsure of yourself. So even if you're asking a question, you don't necessarily have to end on a high note. You can go down. One was literally, I don't know, you tell me. And the other one had a subtle, you want to buy this pen. Let me know in the comments if you're going to try this intonation thing. And if you do, what difference did it make in your content? So next time you go to record a video, ask yourself, how can I deliver these words in a natural way that makes me sound like more of an authority without faking it, without trying to be someone that I'm not? It's going to take some practice, but I promise you, as you get better at this, as you leave the rigidity and the straitjacket of a script behind, it's going to make a huge difference in how you're perceived and the trust factor that your audience has. And especially when you're delivering a hook rather than just ramming through the whole thing, if you vary that way that you deliver it with the pauses, the speed up and slow down, emphasizing, you can even add sound effects if you have any kind of tech chops, that really makes a difference in grabbing people literally by the lapels and saying, watch this. If you want to know more about how to speak to a camera, I have a whole playlist where I teach you about camera confidence and how to talk to a camera. So check that out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.